Welcome to my home studio. Wasn't planning to be here, but I need to be here. This is the first time I've taped something at my home studio. So let's take a few shots at Ryan Clark from my home studio. Ryan Clark is backpedaling. He's not telling anybody he's backpedaling, but his race card has been declined. Like a lot of race cards all over the country, they're all getting declined. No one cares about being called racist. People are standing up to the actual racist people that promote these racial narratives that all divide us. And Ryan Clark's been beat up by myself. He's been beat up by Marcellus Wiley. He's been beat up by a lot of you over social media. And so guess what he did on January 26th? Guess what he did on Championship Sunday, the NFC and AFC Championship? Ryan Clark figured out how to praise white football players. Round of applause for Ryan Clark. He praised white football players. Let's go to his Twitter feed where at one point he said Cooper DeJean, the white cornerback from Iowa that is now a star in the slot corner for the Philadelphia Eagles. Ryan Clark tweets out, Cooper DeJean is phenomenal. Will be the best slot corner in ball. Close already. How about that? That's progress for Ryan Clark. Well, I guess with Lamar Jackson out of the playoffs, he's got nothing better to do. Let's go to tweet number 2. Kellen, and he's talking about Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. Kellen has been dialing up some nice stuff. Hey, Ryan, that's 2 white guys back to back. Congratulations, buddy. Let's go to number 3. And this is one that I really appreciated because I took notice as well. The middle linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles, Zach Bond. Zach Bond is all the way like that. What a season for the backer. This is already a bad space for the Commanders. And then Ryan ends that by saying, the exciting whites on the assist. What Ryan Clark noticed is what a lot of us noticed on Sunday during that NFC Championship game. Some white boys for the Philadelphia Eagles were balling, particularly on defense. They were creating turnovers, recovering fumbles, making big hits. Cooper DeJean, Zach Bond, I think it's number 32, I think, for the Eagles as well. I don't even know this white boy's name, but he was out there balling too. I think he's a safety for the Eagles. Ryan Clark took notice, and I think he called them the exciting whites. You had the Shipley returning kicks and making big plays. Someone, maybe it was Shipley or whatever, that had the big hit on the kick return that forced a fumble. Ryan Clark took notice of it, that the Philadelphia Eagles, it wasn't just Jalen Hurts, it wasn't just Saquon Barkley, it wasn't just Jalen Carter, it was Lane Johnson, it was everybody on the Philadelphia Eagles, regardless of color, that was making big plays. And Ryan Clark went out of his way to congratulate the white boys. How about that, Ryan? This is called progress. I know it sounds like I'm mocking you, but it's actual progress. It would be better if you acknowledged and admitted, previously before Jason Whitlock and Marcellus Wiley and everybody on social media started killing me for being a racist, I would have never admitted this. But baby steps. Let's be pleased with the baby steps. You found a way to start noticing that white athletes also are a big part of the NFL, make big plays, and they're capable, and everything doesn't have to be some racially divisive shtick from Ryan Clark in order to be interesting. Upside. Upside lets you earn cash back on things you already buy, like gas and groceries. I've been using Upside when I fill up my tank or grab a meal. It's so simple and there's always a way to earn. With my cash back, I'm gonna buy a pool table. Download the free Upside app today. On your first tank of gas, use promo code FEARLESS to get an extra 25 cents back on every gallon. Upside. But on a real, less sarcastic note, and a lot of what I said there is real, but I want to be less sarcastic and say this is a part of the power of Elon Musk and his takeover of Twitter and turning it into X and legalizing free speech and letting people push back. against the race clowns like Ryan Clark, who spend all day pandering to so-called black Twitter. Now there's a Twitter that's just objective Twitter. Now there's an actual Twitter that just says, hey man, racism is a two-way street, and one street looks a lot busier than another street. And that street happens to be driven by all of these elite blacks that are put on legacy TV to do nothing but stir racial division. We've shouted Ryan Clark down. We've made him come up with a different shtick. And Ryan Clark's capable. He knows the game of football. He can be objective. He can be an arbiter of what's going on in the NFL without injecting, hey, Lamar Jackson, he's authentically himself. He's representing black culture. The way he talks, the slang, the dialect, the ghetto dialect, his cornrows, he did it his way. Again, no one wants to hear that, Ryan. Can you think of an authentic sports fan that's sitting there going, oh man, it's great the way Lamar Jackson talks so ghetto. That's awesome. We need more of that. No one thinks that. People love Lamar Jackson. And the only thing that's been standing in the way are people that have been using Lamar Jackson to promote racial disharmony. And Ryan Clark's doing less of that. So, Ryan, congratulations, but really a congratulations to you all out there, the people that have called Ryan Clark out. And there have been a lot of black people that have called Ryan Clark out, a lot of black sports fans that have called Ryan Clark out. Good for you. We need more of that. America needs time to heal and time to move on from all the racial division so we can actually focus on our real problems. Thank you guys for putting Ryan Clark in his place, and thank you, Ryan Clark, for knowing your place. That's all I got from here. We'll see you next time. Help us grow the Fearless Army. Pound that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with all your fearless friends.